One of the really, really helpful aspects of generative AI is its ability to spot patterns. It's a really good pattern seeking machine. And so it's very, very good at analyzing data. It's good at creating resources, as we've seen. But once you've created lots of these resources, and maybe students or parents or teachers or whoever's like generating lots and lots of data, AI is quite good at analyzing that data. So what I want to do is I want to show you how you can create some surveys for staff, parents, students, and then use the data to inform some development planning. Let's just pop over to ChatGPT 4 to look at this in more detail. Now I'm using the paid version of ChatGPT. Now you can ignore this and not use it, or you can go for it. It's entirely up to you. But I would say if you're going to make the most from AI as it stands today, do consider, even if you just pay for 1 month to have a try, because it does give you a lot more functionality. So we'll pop over to ChatGPT 4 now and let's take you through this exercise. Okay, so here we are in ChatGPT 4. I'm just going to put this initial prompt in. So you're an educational researcher. So you're giving the AI a role. Remember, I've said this before. It's good when you give the AI a specific role. You are an educational researcher aiming to understand the unique challenges and successes of the UK teaching profession. Design a staff satisfaction survey. Include a mixture of Likert scale, multiple choice, open-ended questions, the topics that you want to focus on, just another line there just to separate it, work-life balance, so on and so forth. Nothing surprising there. Let's just set this off and then we'll see what it gives us. And there we go. So we've got background information, workload, work-life balance, curriculum assessment, professional development, so on and so forth. Not bad, not bad. But actually I want to make it more specific. I want to assess staff's understanding of their roles and responsibilities relative to safeguarding. So I'm just going to put this prompt in here. Read the attached policy and add 5 questions to the survey that assess staff understanding of their school's duties with regard to safeguarding and child protection. So I'm just going to pop in and I'm literally just clicking and dragging, which we can do with ChatGPT 4. So I've just put the 2023 KCSIE in there. So I'm just going to hit send. And it's going to say, okay. Fair enough. Okay, so now it's given me some multiple choice questions. And we know it's read it. It's talking about DSL, signs of abuse, and perfect. They're exactly the sorts of questions that I'd want to put in. You can do this with lots of different documents. You could do teacher standards. You could do whatever. You could do, I don't know, your school's AI policy. You can upload and say, give me 2 questions which test understanding of the staff understanding of your AI policy. So any compliance documents, any critical documentation or critical policies, development plan, just so that you can kind of gain a sense as to whether they actually understand it at all. So now we've obviously got these two sections. We need to just quickly combine those. So let's just pop this next prompt in. Pretty straightforward prompt. Let's combine both sets of questions into one master set. Now, look what I've hit here. Do not summarize, do not remove questions unless there's repetition. This is vital for the survey. You keep all questions, only reorder them. Ensure you do this accurately. Sometimes you've got to be quite bossy with AI. Say, don't mess this up. Sometimes you might even want to put, this is a legal document and blah, 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 kind of labor the point, but it does actually work. Okay, so let's have a look and see what it's done. So workload, work-life balance, curriculum assessment, professional development, pupil behavior, parents and community. I'll just say, okay, so it's joined them all together pretty well. So now I've got my survey. Again, as I said, I could have put more documents in, asked it to speak to those documents. Entirely up to you, but you get the idea. Now we send it off. I don't know. You can put it into Google Forms, probably the easiest thing to do. Get the data back, download it as a CSV file. So what are we going to do with this CSV file? Well, we can start to analyze it. So what I can do here is I can just put another prompt in. Provide a highly detailed and actionable analysis of the attached survey data. I'm going to attach it. It must include key takeaways, percentages, not vague descriptions, statistical significance, hard to say, major findings, trends and correlations, visualizations. Okay, so I'm just going to put my survey data, and it's literally just a data dump. I've not cleaned it up. I've not done anything to it. I've just literally pulled a bunch of survey data from Google Forms, and now I'm just asking it to analyze that data. And this will take a little while to do often because depending on the size of the data set, because of course it's reading the data, or it's not been that quick, not that slow at all, has it? There we are. So now it's going to say, this is what I'm going to do. And I quite like this. It's saying, I'm going to go step by step through analysing this data. Now, what I will say, just while it's chunking through here, sometimes it can be quite lazy. Yeah, ChatGPT can sometimes lazy. Sometimes it can say, oh, I can't do it, or it might just give you a really basic overview. Sometimes you might have to go deeper into here, give me more detail, go back to the data, reread it. You can even do things. This is not good enough. You can do better. I need more depth. I need more detail. Talk to it like you would an assistant who can sometimes be prone to being a bit lazy. Yeah, honestly, it sounds bizarre, but it just can sometimes be a little bit like, oh, I just can't be bothered. So there we are. So it's still working in the background here. So it's saying, okay, I'm now going to start by quantifying the distribution of responses to key questions. It's shown me it's working. So now it's going to give me some data visualization, which is quite nice. Key takeaways, and it's giving me some quite good actionable points here. And from here again, you can just say, okay, now give me an action plan. There's lots more that you can do with this to really make this data quite actionable and really make it something that you can feed into your development plan or have in a board meeting or whatever. It's still going. It's doing a good job, actually. There we are. It's still trends and correlations, visualizations, which it's shown me, and then a conclusion. Pretty good job.